Hey guys, Joe with Carmel Cardio, and today I am working on this Accurate Integra. We are adding Deadener to the doors. I want to take you through the process on how to take the door apart and how to install Deadener on your vehicle. So let's get to it. Alright, so once you got that off, you've got this little plug here. Put your thumb right there, push it in, pull it out, super simple. And then you've just got your one singular Phillips head screw, and then the rest pops off. You will notice if you have the higher end system from the factory, you'll have a 3-inch right here that is connected to the panel, and that plug will have to come out before you can get the door skin all the way off. The other thing is that you have your little bit of lighting right here. I'm pretty sure that's just your ambient lighting right there. You got a plug that goes into it, and then it also Christmas tree screws right there. So grab yourself a little fork panel removal tool. It just has like a little Y. Grab this right here. You're gonna put that in, pop it off, bam, it's done, and then your wire will just hang on the panel of the door. We're going to take all of this off. This is your vapor barrier. We're going to take this off, and we're going to try and not tear the vapor barrier because we're going to reuse it, and we're going to put some zip tape over this to hold it as well, to try and create a seal, a better seal than like right here where there's missing. Sound like it's not great, but we're going to put zip tape back on that because, believe it or not, this little vapor barrier does help keep pressure in the door to give it more efficiency towards that speaker right there. But the Deadener itself is going to do tons of benefits, and if you don't know about it, haven't seen what Deadener does, we'll link it in the description below so you can watch that video and see the benefits on why we're doing Deadener in the door and then changing the speaker as well. Things you're going to need for this job: you're going to want some rubbing alcohol, obviously a rag to clean it and wipe it down with, and then you're going to need your Deadener that you're going to be putting in the door, and then razor blade that you'll need to cut the Deadener, and your heat gun to heat up the metal and heat up the Deadener. Depending on what Deadener you're using, this step may not be needed. Oh, Lord have mercy. You may not need the heat, but out of all the cars that I've done, full interior, the floor, the ceiling, the quarter panels, doors, everything, I've had better luck and better performance heating up the material and heating up the door skin and putting it on after obviously cleaning it with the alcohol than I have just sticking it on. I mean, it'll work, but you get a better performance out of it whenever you heat it up and mend it to the metal that way. I'm just gonna fold this in half. Honestly, I'm not even gonna bother taking this off because I can kind of get my hand through here, through this hole. If I were doing the whole door skin, I'd take it off, but we're just doing one sheet. So one sheet's gonna sit here and then one sheet's gonna go right above it, basically cutting in half, one and one. And then if later down the future they want to add more to it, we'll take this off and then reseal it. But for now, I'm gonna cut this in half, do some test fits, and we want to aim to put it directly behind the speaker. Give that speaker some efficiency back into it. And always make sure when you're doing this that you're not putting it over factory wiring or any kind of motor. That's the last thing you want to do, is put this in here and cover a motor and then the window doesn't go down or it messes up the window. You don't ever want to do that. So always test fit, make sure everything lays the way you want it to lay. I've kind of got it in there the way I want it. I know it's going to fit. We're going to take this back out through the speaker hole, pull it out, and then from here, going to unpeel this, place it on the ground, obviously sticky side up. May not be that old, but feeling it. Grab your alcohol. If it's a fairly newer vehicle like this is, it's a 24, you're not going to really need this, but I always do it anyways, just in case, to give it a nice, clean, smooth place to be stuck to. Now you bring me a farm truck, just go grab the pressure washer, and no, don't do that. But you get what I'm going at. The amount of dirt that builds up on those farm trucks, and then we start putting deadener to them, they are thick and definitely need this. So if it's anything past a couple of years old, you're definitely going to want to do this. With this being a 2024 coming right off the lot, less than, a couple thousand miles, it's pretty clean from the get-go. But I'd rather take the extra step, the extra time, make sure it's done right and done proper, and we get the most effectiveness out of this deadener that we're putting on. Now, you don't have to cover the whole door. You can do it strategically in spots that are the weakest and the flimsiest. Me being Captain Overkill, I want to do the entire door because of the benefit that I get from the deadener. Also, working with your heat gun, don't place it down like this or put it on a air hose like I have seen happen before, because it's gonna suck having to fix whatever you just burnt. But take your heat gun, just go over that, and you don't need anything fancy like I have here. Hell, you can use a hair dryer. If that's what you have, that's what you have. But use your heat gun, go over it until it's nice and tacky. You don't want it being so hot that it literally feels like lava on your fingers, but you want it to be nice and tacky, kind of like if you've ever repaired a tire and you've had to use the tire patch kits. You want it to feel like that, but a little bit more droopy. And that's it. This is going to take a while. I'm going to put you back on time lapse. Okay, so I just completely messed up and didn't even get me putting it in there. I thought my camera was on, but whatever. Once you put this in, I guess I'll just go over it since it's already in, and you kind of get the idea. Once you peel that backing off and you heat it up nice and well, you put it where you wanted it, and don't push it down just yet. You want to test fit it, try and get it where you want it. It is going to be tacky. It will stick to the door. Try and not let it get all the way on there until you have it where you want it, and then just slowly push it in, kind of like you're taking your thumbs and you're massaging it in. You can even grab like a roller and roll it on the door, but you're massaging it into the metal to where it's all one piece. And once it's on, this is going to be the time you realize whether you messed up or not. If you messed up, good luck getting it off all in one piece, because it is bonded to that door. Good luck. But now that it's on there, it's solid. It's, instead of it's doing its job, it's on there, it's good to go. I've still got a piece left here. I'm going to knock that out, and then we're going to move on to the speaker and put this door back together. Alright guys, and it's easy as that. You just put it in there, you're going to wipe everything down, cut it to fit, and then you're going to use your heat gun, heat up the material, heat up the door, apply it, stick it, rub it in like you're massaging somebody, and then rinse and repeat until you're done and you have no more deadener. With that being said, I'm going to get this door back on, get back to it. Until then, stay blessed.